Hello Sagittarius, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they are feeling towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you might be in a relationship, could be in the past, could be current, could be also a situationship. Also, the way I do my reading, slightly different. I actually don't channel through any spirit guides. I never have. I do have the ability of getting the answer I need, or getting the answers I need from my higher intuitive self. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel to provide you with some clarity, some guidance. A lot of regret. Oh, there's regret over betrayal. Somebody was not truthful. Wow. So this is your person of interest, but because of the intensity of the cards, some of you actually might be feeling this yourself. So this could be vice versa. Yeah. We have some dark cards here. A little bit of darkness we have with the illness and wellness, the grief, betrayal, and we have doubt. The rest of our cards are not so bad, actually. But I mean, it's literally half and half. In addition to that, you do have creativity, which is good. The first card, the strongest, we have here nourishment, followed by hearth and home. Then we have laughter, illness, wellness, grief, betrayal, doubt, compassion, followed by creativity under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently, Sagittarius. My dear Sagittarius, I have seen a lot. I've experienced a lot. And one thing I realize now is that you are one of a kind. You are the perfect package. Emotionally, spiritually, physically. You have this way of fulfilling me. And it is someone who I would like to be with for a very long, long time. There's a sense of warmth and love and affection. When I see this type of behavior, this type of action that comes from you, I also feel that you are my hearth and home. Wherever you are, that is where my home is. This home is true. This love is true. I feel that in this connection there is this feeling of family, where when I'm lost, you have this way of leading me home. And when I'm cold, you're like a warm blanket, enveloping me from all sides. I feel very comfortable with you. I have not really felt comfortable like this with anyone, and the type of connection I have with you, I realize now this is a long-term kind of situation. You were not the type of person that one just uses and then we don't know each other. You were somebody who I could build a future with and trust that future. Because I also feel you are like my best friend. There's things about our connection that make me wonder, why is it that I feel so comfortable with you? It's like you're my confidant. I do feel so at home with you. The things that I feel are very different now. I do feel that the connection that I have with you is a very open and honest connection. From my side, maybe not so. But I have realized now over time that this is the way you are. And there are certain things that I cannot deny. Even though we have been through a lot, I do feel that in this connection there is a sense of illness and wellness. There is this belief that things could be better. Things could possibly change. I do feel, and I do understand, that in this connection there have been things, burdens, restrictions, constraints, responsibilities that weigh me down, that bring me down. And I'm not really sure how to get back up. There are things that I have done that are haunting me. Yes, my past is haunting me because I've realized what I've done and it was not good. It weighs me down. It buries me. And I find it hard to be that person who you would like me to be. Now I grieve. Now I'm sad. I have a sense of guilt, remorse, regret, sadness, and melancholy. This feeling that exists where I feel as though I've lost all of the light in my life and it's fading. And as it fades, I don't know how to reverse this, how to change this. Whatever has happened in the past has happened. Moving forward, I am unable to change anything. And I do feel regret, remorse, and guilt over what I did to you. I have betrayed you, and I do feel grief. This betrayal to you, of course, was very unexpected. You thought you knew me, but it turns out you never really knew me at all. There were many things you thought that you knew, but it turns out things were quite different. Now there is a lack of faith, a lack of trust. And because of this, it is impossible for the both of us to move on. I find it difficult to move on. It's not really that possible. I also feel in this connection a sense of doubt. This doubt exists. I doubt that this connection might even work out because of what I did. Because I betrayed you. Because I broke your heart. Because I behaved in a way that was very unpredictable. Because I did not do the things that you wanted me to. I was not the person that you wanted me to be. Things were different. Yes, I regret this. I admit I was wrong. Everything that I put you through, I feel now that I have a lot of compassion towards you. A lot of empathy, sympathy, and even pity to some degree. This feeling that I have is very strong because before, your world was slightly different. But ever since I came into your world, things changed. Not necessarily for the better, but things did change. Did it make matters worse? I see it has. It has made matters worse in this connection. To some degree, I do feel pity on you. Why would you even want to be with somebody like me? You deserve better. But then I don't want to let you go, and I am brokenhearted. The pity I feel is more of sympathy. I don't understand how you could possibly be with someone like me, or how you would have feelings and emotions for someone like me. After all that I did, after all the things that I put you through, yes, I do have empathy and compassion. Overall, I feel a sense of wanting to create something from this connection, weaving a web of love, where you are the center of my world, a strong web that will never break, where we could collect many things and be many things. Overall, right now, I'm in a state of mind where I know I've hurt you, and I don't really know how to approach you. But do I want you? Yes. Do I appreciate you now? Yes. Is it too late? It might be. And that's why I'm doubting that any of the efforts that I put in, they might not even be enough. All right, Sagittarius. Wow. Yes, this person has hurt you. There's no doubt about that. For some of you, it may have started off and then stopped and then started again. For others of you, this is somebody who you perhaps had just kind of met. You've known this person for a while, but you're just kind of surprised that it turned out the way that it did. Things could have been better, but they turned out really bad. Like I said, in this connection, there is a sense of grief, there's a sense of betrayal, a sense of depression, even there's different levels of depression, and a sense of doubt. So there's not a lot, Sagittarius, that this person is doing right now to move forward. Why? Because they're in this state of mind. They know that they've done something really, really bad, and they have compassion for what they have done, for what they put you through, and what kind of situation you're in now. They realize that this is because of them. It's a very complicated situation. And the cards I see here are more of friendship cards. So it's like this person really just wants to be a friend first, before anything else. They feel like the entire connection has to be rebooted in a way. All right, we have here, okay, all right. We have here the Lover's Path Tarot. So these are any messages that may come through where something that happened in the past that caused the problem in the first place. Why did this connection go downhill? What happened? It could be that your person of interest did not tell this or give you this information to you. They did not talk to you about this. And so you may have been wondering, why is this person behaving like this? What can I do to make the situation better? However, things just started to go downhill. We have here the Six of Arrows. This talks about a lack of movement, because I do read the reverse here. This talks about a lack of transition, a lack of movement. There was a desire to have transitions go smoothly, but that did not happen. There was a lack of knowledge, and because of this lack of knowledge, there was a problem where they could not go beyond the limitations that they had. There was current limitations, and they were not able to go beyond those limitations. They were limited. They had limitations. They did not have the information to move forward. They did not have the understanding to move forward in this connection. So for some reason, they felt like they lacked understanding and clarity in this connection. The lessening of these difficulties, detachment to better understand a situation is what might have taken place. This person may have detached, and you may have wondered, why is this person so far away from me? Why are they ignoring me? Why are they not with me? Why are they not talking to me? A part of them was actually wondering and trying to figure out what was going on in their heart, in their mind, to find out more about this particular connection. And when they were doing that, they were ignoring you. When they were ignoring you, it was only because they were focused on something else. Here we have more understanding of a situation was needed before it could possibly change. There was a lot of delays that took place in this person's life back then. So this is something that had happened. There was a lack of clarity, a lack of transition and movement. And the reason why they were doing this is because they wanted to know more about the situation. So it's almost as if they felt that this relationship was very mysterious, or you were very mysterious, and they wanted to know the nitty-gritty of everything, but that just did not happen. Here, we also have balance. It talks about integration and modernization, although, modernization. Let me rephrase that. Integration and moderation. All right. Integration and moderation. A balance between the opposites. A union of the conscious and unconscious aspects of the psyche. So we have here, at some point in time, this person was divided. They wanted certain things, but then they also knew that maybe they can't get it the way that they wanted. And so there was this struggle that they had between their conscious mind and their unconscious mind, and their psyche. Here there was a sense of imbalance. There became a feeling of discomfort, and there was an inability to find peace within themselves or with others. And because of this, there was a lack of inspiration. So when we have this type of a feeling, when this person was feeling a sense of imbalance and discomfort and the inability to find peace within or with others, how are they supposed to be a happy person when they don't even know who they are? For this reason, people need to go into the hermit mode, and that typically does happen after the grief card. So they may turn into a hermit for some time, and after hermit comes the wisdom card. After wisdom comes a strength card. So there is a process here that's going to take place, but if you are wondering why this person did not pursue you, or why this connection kind of went downhill, the reason for that was the fact that there was a lack of understanding, a lack of clarity, and because of that there was also a lack of balance that they felt. And they couldn't understand for the life of them why they felt as if they were out of balance, because they were not able to recognize love the way you were sharing it. They were not able to even love themselves. So if they can't love themselves, they can't recognize love, they will not be inspired to be in a relationship. This all stems from internal issues. So there were definitely internal issues. If this person is not able to trust themselves, and this is what it says here with balance, I think it said inability to find peace, not trust, but peace within or with others. So there was a lack of peace within this person's heart, within their mind. And so if there's no peace, on the inside with this person, how are they going to find peace with you? So this is a them problem. This is not you. This is where people say, you know, it's not you, it's me. So this is exactly this person. It's not you, Sagittarius. It was this person that was having a lot of problems. They just did not share that they felt hollow inside. They felt empty inside. They did not know how to love. They did not know how to express themselves. And the problem with this type of a situation is people seem different on the outside, but they're very different on the inside. And when they are emotionally detached and when they're not talking to you, we sometimes assume that they're feeling a certain way because of their actions. However, even if they are close to you, if they're intimate with you, if they go on these picnics, if they meet your family, it doesn't necessarily mean that they actually are completely head over heels in love with you. That's the honest truth. This person may have just wanted company. But beyond that, they didn't know how to be in a relationship. They didn't even know if they wanted to be in a relationship. And because of these feelings, what ends up happening is the person starts to fade away. They start doing the fade. And then eventually they're gone. So this is not a you problem. This is a them problem. And only they can fix this. You can't really fix this person or help this person. They need to deal with their stuff on their own. And if and when they're healthy, emotionally and mentally, then sure, go ahead, be with this person. But other than that, I don't really see this individual being that type of person who is steadfast, strong-minded. No, they're very weak-minded. It's not on purpose. They don't do this on purpose. It's not their fault. It's because of the way they were brought up. It's because of their environment around them. That's what they turned into. They could have possibly, maybe they didn't have love when they were growing up, and they just don't know how to express it. They have an empty piece, a void on the inside. Those type of situations are very difficult, because those are one of the worst types of connections, because you know there can be love, but the person creatively blocks it. All right, you have 2 extra cards here. Well, not 2 extra, it's 1 extra. This is a very... So what I'm seeing right now in my mind's eye is a dark and dreary day, a cloudy day. Very similar to this. Dark, cloudy. Oh, Sagittarius, what is happening? Not happy cards. These are... They, you at least have like 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that are a bit on the dark side here. But this is this person expressing themselves. We have here the 3 of Pentacles. Some of you might be in a relationship where this could be a third-party situation. It could be also that you've worked with this person, or maybe you still work with this person. And in regards to the situation, you could either be known to them through an association if you don't know them directly. Either way, this person is falling in love. So this person is definitely falling in love. They have a huge attraction. They want to manifest something with you. They want to create something with you. But they also see that there are obstacles in the way. These obstacles could be other people in your life. Now, we also have here the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups does talk about how time has gone by and certain opportunities were given to this person to take advantage of, but they never took advantage of those opportunities. They dismissed them. They ignored them. They never really paid attention. So this is something that I'm seeing here, that this person has had an issue with, and it is very difficult for them to even try to move on. It's not easy. They're sulking, they're sad, they're bored. They are in a state of mind where there's a lot of regret regarding the past. And anything that is even in front of them, they're not even looking into right now. Here we also have the 2 of Swords. Once again, they don't want to look. They don't want to hear. They have their heart closed. The 2 of Swords covers their heart. They don't want to see anything. They don't want to hear anything. They don't want to express themselves. They don't want anybody to express themselves to them. This is being in denial. But why is this person in denial? Because they can't handle it. They just can't handle it. Sagittarius, you're dealing with somebody here. This is not going to resonate for everybody. Remember, this is a general love reading. But you're dealing with somebody here who has had a lot of trauma, who has a lot of pain, a lot of doubt about relationships, about life, and they are very scared. They are very weary about being in a connection, because then they have to become vulnerable. They're not really ready for that yet. We also have here the Queen of Pentacles. They look at you as somebody who is just absolutely wonderful. You are somebody who has the potential for settling down with, positive growth, prosperity, a lot of greenery. There's a lot of growth around here. A lot of abundance. And this is how this person views you. So they know that you are like this. They know what you are, but they are unable to be that type of person that they need to be with you. Here we also have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords here, once again, the sense of healing, the sense of having this heartbreak and then not wanting to deal with anything, but resting, recuperating, trying to gather one's thoughts. And finally, one day again, the individual will rise. But for now, they are very sad. They're very quiet. They're not dealing with the rest of the world. They want to be isolated. There's a lot of self-isolation here. So this person really does not want to deal with anybody or anything right now. It's very similar to the feeling that they have here with the Two of Swords. We also have here the Nine of Wands under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. This person has a lot of burdens, responsibilities, restrictions, constraints, boundaries. They realize that one day they need to get rid of certain problems that are existing. They have the capacity and they have the strength to get rid of certain things. The problem is that they're not going towards that. They're not doing that. So now what they've realized that if they need to get rid of certain things in their life, they need to actually take that type of action. So they are trying to get rid of certain problems in their life to regain a balance. Remember, we had a balance card, right? To have that balance in this connection. And with that balance, they'll be able to have a better understanding as to what they can take on, what they can let go of, what they can handle. But they can only do that after they evaluate, like, all of the things that are in this person's life. Do I really need this person in my life? Do I really need this in my life? Do I really need to take on that project? It's certain little things that pile up in this person's life, and they're very overwhelmed. So because they're very overwhelmed, now they are going to start to rethink the issues and finally break down certain things that they just don't need anymore. So it's kind of like they're reevaluating their life. They got a chance to think, and they're going to realize that, you know what, I need this, but I don't need this. I need that, but I don't need that. And one by one, they're going to be checking that off their list. Eventually, they will be able to have that strength and be able to tolerate and handle any type of problems that may come towards them, as long as they are able to handle it. But they cannot handle if they are overwhelmed with things, which is what this person knew that they're getting into. They were very overwhelmed with things. So it's interesting how this individual now realizes that they have to create some boundaries, but they have to break down some boundaries. They have to take care of some responsibilities, but they also have to let go of a few things that have been burdened, that is a burden to them. Certain things that they know that they can let go of. It's something that's mandatory versus something that's a choice, right? So something that's super duper important, they will do, but something that can wait, something that somebody else can do, they'll just assign that type of a task or responsibility to somebody else. Interesting. This person seems to be quite busy, not only in the physical world, but also in the mentally. They are quite busy in their mind. They may be thinking of a lot of things that they want to accomplish or do, and they're not really able to focus on anything else other than that, because if they do, they might end up ruining their concentration and make a mistake in whatever they're doing. All right, let's have a look here. Just going to do a quick prayer. All right, these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. Oh, look for a sign, okay? Depending on the rest of the cards, we'll see if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Sometimes look for a sign can also mean signs and synchronicities, but can also talk about red flags. And I'm leaning more towards red flags because you have recovery right after that. Yeah, let go. It's hard to let go, I know, but sometimes it's the only way that you can actually attract this person towards you if you finally end up letting go. Okay. So you have here forgiveness, and then you have success. You have a peekaboo card. Ooh, you got a timeline within the next few months. Very nice. The situation will improve. Beautiful. Very, very nice. So, you have some nice cards here, guys. There's going to be a little bit of a struggle, but things, for the majority of you that are resonating with this reading, things will work out here. They are saying here to look for a sign. Now, this does mean signs and synchronicities, but it also means to look out for red flags. If this person does something that really upsets you, just understand that this is what this person is like. You will need to let go of this person at some point in order to teach them a lesson. We're not being vindictive. We're just taking care of ourselves. Okay? There could be red flags coming from this person, and that's the reason why you got the recovery card, because you've been hurt a lot. This person behaved in a way that was very unexpected. You did not expect it. It really has hurt you. And for this reason, you just don't even know how to move on. And for some of you, with the recovery card, it does talk about how in this connection there's this desire to, in fact, be someone different, be someone better, but also recover from heartache and pain. For this, some of you might know, I do help. On my website, www.asnointia.com, you'll see I have something called the Chakra Checkup package. Whoever you are, if you are recovering, and I hope you are, this still means that you have a lot of negative energies around you, in your home, around your aura, inside of your body. You can either have a look at and place an order for the Chakra Checkup package, or you can have a look at the Holy Light package, and you can get that as well if you want. This is for your body. This is one of the first cards, so it does mean that they are concerned about your health. Health comes first. And with the recovery, it does talk about how draining this entire situation was, how much stress it had caused, how depressed it made you, and there's different levels of depression. Because of those type of feelings, you end up attracting a lot of negative energy without even knowing. On my other channel, by the way, I'm going to be uploading another one. It's called, I don't know what I'm going to title it yet, but it's related to the paranormal. It's related to negative energies, about jinns, demons, evil spirits, things like that. So it's more of an informational kind of session that I'm just giving to you guys through my experiences. So hopefully you'll find that interesting. You can find that on my other channel, Asnointia Audio. Now, the only reason I'm mentioning that, guys, is because you have the recovery card, because recovery is dealing with negative energies. Now, we also have here, in the near future, there's no need to worry. So recovery will happen in the near future, which is really good. So it's not going to take that long. You're going to have to change your mindset a little bit and understand that there's certain things where you were literally naive to some degree. You were very innocent. This is why they had a lot of compassion, because you were very innocent, you were very naive, and they got you stuck in a situation that really you couldn't pull yourself out of at some point in time because of the way you were feeling too. They are saying here there's no need to worry about this entire situation, which is reassurance, but I know you guys are still going to worry. Try not to, though. We have your let go. Now, letting go means let go of a certain topic, an issue, a problem, a belief that may be causing a problem in the first place. The other meaning of this card is the fact that letting go of the other person altogether is also very helpful. But letting go, it means don't talk to them, don't chase them, don't text them, don't give them gifts. So you're not pursuing them. Let them heal. Remember, they have a lot of healing work to do. You had so many cards, that Two of Swords, you had the Four of Swords, you had the Four of Cups, I believe, and then you also had the Nine of Wands, right? So there's a lot that you guys have, a lot of things that are going on. This person, they need time. This might take months. It could take years, but it might take months. You do have months here within the next few months. So the issue here is there's a lot of healing to do. There's a lot of introspection. There's a lot of wisdom that needs to come from all of this. A lesson that needs to be learned. Mistakes that are never going to be repeated. But all of this will take time. And this kind of stuff changes a person's personality. So your person of interest is going through a lot. They will be going through a lot. So in the meantime, it's important for you to give them their space. Let them go for a while. You don't have to stop loving them, but just stop communicating with them. If by chance you do have a close relationship, let them know, look, I know you're going through a few things. I'm here for you. If you want to talk, I'm just a phone call away. That's it. Leave it at that, and that's it. Don't check up on them because they'll think you're stalking them. Don't call them. Don't text them. Don't send them any gifts, like I said, because a lot of my clients do that. We do that. We don't even know that we're not supposed to sometimes. So let this person be on their own in hermit mode for a while. Eventually, what ends up happening is their mindset will begin to change. They'll start to miss you. They'll start to realize that there was somebody that actually gave me love. There was somebody that actually cared for me. And so it is important for you to keep that distance so that this person starts to realize that. Forgiveness is key. There's been a lot of heartache and pain. This person did break your heart. Could be vice versa. But the important thing here is to forgive. Either you forgive them or they're forgiving you, but there is a sense of forgiveness in this connection. Forgiveness is important. As the Christ consciousness had taught, forgiving is a good thing, right? Why? Why is that? Because when you don't forgive, you literally have a negative energy bubble orbiting around your head. That's the bubble of grudge. So, the grudge bubble, right? And it is always around your mind thinking that, oh, I hate this person. My God, they did this to me. I have this grudge against this person, right? There's pain involved in that. It's not just a grudge. There's pain. There's heartache. There's sorrow. There's suffering. There's memories. There's these things that are haunting you. And so once you are actually able to forgive someone through compassion, compassion is the way to forgive someone. In all honesty, this person needs a lot of compassion. They're giving you compassion, but in all honesty, they need compassion. Why? Because they just didn't know any better. They really didn't. There's something going on in this person's life where if they knew how to do things in a better way, they would have done it. But they didn't, because they didn't know. They didn't have that knowledge. They were unaware. And so this is the only reason why one would forgive the other, because now you realize that, oh, they just didn't know any better. They're just not wise enough. They're just not educated enough. Maybe they had a lot of trauma. There's a lot of things going on in this person's life. A lot of the cards came up very negative. So there's something definitely going on. And for you, it would have been hard for you to see this because they were very emotionally detached. They were not very verbal. Communication. I'm getting the word communication, misunderstanding. I'm getting those two words right now. There's a lot of a lack of communication, and there's a lot of misunderstandings coming from this person's side. And it's just bad. Some people try to keep their ego and pride up. And that doesn't really work, because then we think that they're just prideful and they're narcissistic. Where in actual fact, they're hiding and they're scared on the inside. It's just a facade. It's just a show. They're just showing off. They're just pretending. What I'm seeing here is forgiveness is key. Once you get rid of that negative energy bubble, once you forgive someone, that negative energy bubble will not revolve around you anymore. It will be one less thing for you to worry about. It'll be one less thing for you to even think about. Because at that point, you've been there, done that. You have forgiven. There's a mutual forgiveness. And now there's more of understanding and more of compassion. Simply by knowing that you were more wiser. This person was not. After that, there is success. Yes. After forgiveness, you have the card success, which is really good, because that means that after you let go and you forgive, there is going to be success. Now also, the forgiveness could be mutual. So maybe this person needs to say sorry to you, right? Or maybe you need to say sorry to them. So it could be both of you, maybe. Some of you might not want to say sorry. Some of you may not want to forgive this person. And that's perfectly fine. That is totally up to you. But then that also means that you no longer can dwell on this person. You cannot be thinking about this person. The only reason you see you're thinking about this person is because you haven't forgiven them. That's the only reason they're on your mind. That's why you can't let them go. Now, with success, we have a really great card right after that, within the next few months. So, yes, Sagittarius, within the next few months, there is going to be success in this connection between the both of you. Absolutely beautiful. We also have here the situation will improve, the overall arching theme of the entire spread right now. This is a card that umbrellas all of it. Basically, what's going to happen, there's going to be a little bit of communication. There's going to be recovery. Someone here is going to let go, keep their distance for a while. Somebody's going to forgive someone. And then everything will be smooth sailing. Within the next few months, there will be success and the situation will improve. Sagittarius, that is very beautiful. That is a beautiful reading. I do have to say, it is hard to forgive someone when you yourself are hurting. So what you need to do is heal first. Take your time, concentrate on yourself, let go of certain things that are no longer serving you. Once you heal, then you will be able to be that person who is strong enough to allow the sense of forgiveness as well. You can't really forgive someone when you're hurting yourself. You have to be in the right state of mind. So just keep that in mind. But recovery is here. Very nice card. Like I said, I have the chakra checkup. I have the Holy Light package if you guys are interested in that. I also have another 2 packages that I put up recently, actually. One is called Water Wellness, which is how to create holy water for yourself. And the other package is removing a generational curse. So have a look at those if any of you are interested. All right, Sagittarius, let me know if any of this has resonated in the comments below. It's a very different kind of reading, I have to say. It was not very... This person has a lot of blockages, let's just put it that way. It was a very different kind of reading. So let me know if it resonated. And also for some of you that might have felt that you really do need more clarity, I am still taking on love readings, which are my written report readings. Those are private readings. You can go to my website, have a look at the description first to see what it is that you can expect from that type of a reading, and just place an order, and I will get to you as soon as I can, which will take some time, but eventually I'll get to you. All right. You all take care. Stay safe. Bye now.